Story 1. My best friend is cheating on his girlfriend, and I don't know what I should do. Me and my best friend, we'll call him Sam, have been inseparable. We do everything together. He's always the first one there to offer a helping hand and is all around generally a great dude. One day at work, he got tied up with something and asked me to take his phone and grabbed his Uber Eats order. I happily obliged. He gave me the phone unlocked, and I went to the lobby to go grab his food. As I make my way to the elevator, his phone starts getting notifications from an app I don't recognize. I didn't even mean to open them, but the way I was holding the phone automatically opened the app. It was some kind of messenger app, and the texts were from a former colleague of ours. She was texting him about what a great time she had last weekend with him and can't wait to see him again. Then she sent some pretty spicy pics. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Sam has a girlfriend. They've been together and living together for over 10 years and have a child. He is the last person I would ever imagine to engage in this type of behavior. As I grabbed his food, I'm scrolling through past texts. I know this is a dick move, but I can't believe my friend, who is the best dad I've ever seen, would step out on his family. My heart sank as what I saw just got worse and worse. He's been paying this woman's mortgage, sending her expensive gift sets, real sugar daddy type stuff. When I finally got back to the office, I closed out the app, handed the food and phone back to my buddy, and acted like everything was business as usual. But now I don't know how I feel. I can't look at him the same way. Do I confront him? Or just act like I never saw anything? I'm so conflicted. Story 2. My best friend cheated on her boyfriend. I'll keep this concise. My husband and I recently caught my best friend in a restaurant, hand in hand with another guy, sharing kisses. This was surprising because she used to emphasize the importance of loyalty in relationships, yet her actions betrayed this principle. She had even told me on the phone that she was going out with her boyfriend, whom I'll refer to as AZ. I discreetly took some photos just in case. Naturally, I was furious about her behavior. My husband, who has AZ as an emergency contact, took my phone and messaged AZ the pictures and even called him. My husband and I decided that he should inform AZ about the situation in a supportive manner. After AZ reached the restaurant, we left to avoid getting entangled in any potential confrontation. Later, I received a text confirming that AZ had ended his relationship. Story 4. Husband is cheating, and he doesn't know I know. My husband is involved in an affair, and he remains oblivious to my awareness of his actions. We've been together for a span of 9 years and recently celebrated our first anniversary as a married couple. There's a substantial age gap of 40 years between us, but our connection has never been based on his financial stability, which isn't the reason for our marriage. Unfortunately, he has become deeply involved in a relationship with a woman named Ally, and it's more than just a casual liaison. He actually pays her for their encounters. Given that I frequently work out of town, he has ample opportunity to carry on with this deception when I'm not around. I'm now faced with a dilemma. Should I remain in this relationship and pretend to be oblivious to his infidelity, or should I contemplate a more drastic action, such as emptying his bank account? These conflicting choices have left me uncertain about how to proceed. Story 5. My mother is cheating on my father, and I don't know what to do. My mother is cheating on my father, and I am the only one who knows of it. I had my suspicions like a year ago, because she would be calling people a lot, and she would speak with them in English. We are a foreign family, and most of the time she uses her native language when she talks to family and her friends. And every time I would enter her room while she was talking/texting, she would hide her phone. But these were only suspicions. There was no real evidence. Until one day, she told me to book a hotel for her and her girlfriends. And while showing me the hotel in a text chat, she tried to hide the name of the person who sent the hotel. I managed to peek the name, a male name. He sent her a link to a hotel with the message, "Let's stay at this one." When I saw it, my whole world crumbled. We all are a very religious family, so thinking that is a possibility is out of this world for me. Not only that, she is using me, her child, to book this trip. I did not know what to do, so I played along and tried to look normal. Some days went by, and she went out with her friends. A day before the trip. She came home at like 4 a.m., and when she did, I was awake. I heard her go to the bathroom and leaving it. Betting everything on this, I went to the bathroom and locked the door. And as I thought, she left her phone behind. I guessed the passcode, my birth year, and searched for evidence. And then I found the chat with the man. I couldn't believe my eyes. They were texting like a couple in their honeymoon phase. And she called my father, her husband, an uncle. And that's why he couldn't come up. Not only that, she didn't go out with friends, she went out with him. I couldn't believe it, and before I could send the evidence to my phone, she knocked at the door. I opened it and gave her my phone. A couple of hours later, she went to her vacation with him, and I am just devastated. What should I do? My father is the purest soul on this earth. He kills himself at work so we can have a goof life. And he wears always the nicest smile on his face. He never touched us kids, let alone my mother. Should I tell him? What about my sister? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Story 6. Cheating girlfriend after 7 years. I recently discovered that my girlfriend of 7 years had been cheating on me with someone I had considered to be a close friend. For a while, we used to attend football nights together on Wednesdays. However, at a certain point, she began opting out, claiming she wanted to stay home instead. I didn't think much of it at the time. Coinciding with her decision to stop attending, this friend of ours also stopped showing up. Though I found the timing odd, I didn't delve too deep into it. Over the course of several weeks and months, their texting interactions increased significantly. One day, while we were sitting together, I noticed a message from him that popped up. It read, "We defo need to try that again." Naturally, I questioned her about this, to which she feigned ignorance. My suspicions were mounting. His presence in our house became more frequent, and he was becoming increasingly involved in our lives. One particular night, I noticed bruises on her legs and buttocks that couldn't have come from me, given her rough nature. Driven by suspicion, I decided to wait around after I supposedly left for football. Roughly 10 minutes after my departure, his car pulled up. I waited for about 5 to 10 minutes before quietly re-entering the house. As I ascended the stairs, I found them in bed together, too engrossed to notice my presence. I left her the next day. The betrayal I experienced in this situation led me to make the painful decision to end our relationship.